Myrna Sandoval's kitchen. In tonight's preparation, we're going to be doing pork chops adobado, and then I'm going to saute it in a salsa, and we're going to make some Mexican rice to go with it, and some refried beans with its cheese. So right here, let me show you. I have my steaks already marinated. They're adobado already, and I seasoned them with some Montreal steak seasoning. I don't know if you can see this, and some unseasoned meat tenderizer. So, and then here I have my tomatoes and my serrano chilies already boiled, and I have cilantro, garlic, and onion in this little bowl with some chicken bouillon, and that's going to be to make the salsa that's going to go over our pork chops. Then I have chopped garlic, chopped onion, some tomato chicken bouillon, tomato sauce, and my rice, and some oil so we can do our Mexican rice. Over here I have our pinto beans, chopped onions, and I have our manteca, and then I have some mozzarella shredded cheese. Okay, so let's get started. What we're going to do here, I've got the oil already preheated, so we're going to, oh, it looks like it cooled down a bit. No, yeah, it's preheated. Okay, so we're going to start these by putting our steaks in the oil. Okay. Just like that. Okay? And let me rinse this off. So that once they're ready, we'll place them on here until we get our salsa ready. Okay, so let's move on to the next procedure. And next we're going to get our rice going. Okay, let's get this stove turned on and put these on medium. All right. Let me lower this fan. Oops. All right, that's better. All right, so now we're going to get our oil. Pour some of that in there. Okay. So we're not going to need all the oil. I poured a little bit too much, but that's okay. And then we're going to let that warm up. And we'll get our rice. I measured everything out. Okay, on the rice, there's 2 cups of rice. So with the 2 cups of rice, I'm going to add water. Okay, and that's going to be 4 cups of water. Give me a moment. Okay, so as I mentioned to you before on my previous videos, each bottle measures out to 2 cups of water. So for 2 cups of rice, we're going to need 4 cups of water. So that's why I have 2 bottles. Okay, let's put our rice in here and get that browning up. All right. So we're going to stir that up in its oil. Just like that. See? You just stir it up in there. And you keep turning it until it's all browned. Okay? So we'll let that brown up a little bit. And so, okay, we've got the water, we've got our tomato sauce, we've got garlic, we've got onions, and this is our chicken bouillon that's gonna all go into our rice. Okay, while that's preparing, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prepare our salsa. So, let's get this going. Come on. Why won't you come off? All right, there we go. And so we're gonna get our salsa, our tomatoes and our chilies in its juice, and we're gonna pour them inside the Ninja. Then we're gonna add our cilantro, our piece of onion and garlic, all that in there. And then we're gonna add our seasoning. Okay, so let me give this a little turn real quick before we start that blender. So now let's put this, restore the lid on here and lock it up and turn the power on, and we're going to, let's see. Just a little bit more. That's ready. Okay, so I'm gonna get the bowl where I made my sauce, where I have my tomatoes and my chilies, and I'm gonna, well, actually no, do it this way. I'm gonna pour it into the bowl. Okay. And that's that. Some hot water. Lay that over it. Again, this soap right here I'm so in love with, guys. It's Dawn Power. It's Platinum Power Wash dish soap. It's a dish spray. It works 5 times faster grease cleaning, and all you have to do is spray it on your dishes. Just like that. Get your scrubber. Scrub in there. All right. And rinse. Just like that. So, I'll finish that once I'm done with this. So, turn our rice. That's what you want, is for it to get brown. Okay? Keep turning it, sauteing it, stirring it until it's completely brown. So now, go ahead with these and turn these over. Along good. And let's continue stirring it up over here. You want to stir it up until you get it all nice and toasted up. Nice and brown. Not dark brown, but just enough to where it's all toasted, to say. Okay, so this is pretty good now. Let me see if I can get close enough to the camera so you can see what it looks like. Okay? Okay. Now that that's all nice and browned, we're going to add our chopped onions and our chopped garlic into that raw rice. Okay? Okay. So then you'll stir that in there. You don't want them to burn, so you're just going to stir it in there enough to where the rice gets the flavor. Okay. Just like that. Okay. You get it stirred up. All your onion and your garlic mixed in your rice like that. Nice and stirred up in there. And now we get to do the next step. Now we're going to add our tomato sauce and our seasoning. And that was the measurement of the seasoning. I measured it out to half a teaspoon of the chicken bouillon with tomato. You're gonna stir that in there, get it all fried up. Yummy, yummy. This is looking so yummy. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so now guess what's next? We're going to add our 2 bottles of water, which is our 4 cups. Remember, we added 2 cups of rice, so now we're going to add, for every cup of rice, you add 2 cups of water. Now we got our water in there. Stir that in there. And now that that's all stirred up, we're going to let it boil on medium flame. Okay, and let's see. Actually, I'm going to move this to the back burner so that I can get started on our beans. Put that on medium. Move you to the back. And now, let's do the beans. So, first we're going to start off on our beans. First we're going to start off on our beans with our manteca. I'm going to put that in there, let that melt. And get this ready, and then yeah, I'm going to use the ladle instead. So, but before I do that, put that there. Once this gets all melted up, that's fine. You're going to add your onions. Fry those up in there. Okay. And
wow, that looks good, huh? Look at that steak. They're gonna be delicious.
yep. And so, you guys are probably wondering whose voice is that in the background. And that's my husband. He's taking place of my cameraman because my cameraman's down the hill and I'm up here in the high desert. So tonight my husband's helping me out, you know, with recording the videos for me, filming the videos. And yeah, I had a really busy day today, so that's why I'm here getting dinner started a little late. But now you're going to add your beans just like that.
Honey, that smells good.
Thank you. I'm sure hoping it's going to taste good as it smells. All right. Add those all in there. Okay. And now that we got our beans in there, we're going to another spoon. I need this for the rice. Okay, so we're going to stir this, the onions in there. Mix them up with your beans. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll cook bacon and I'll use the bacon oil to make my beans. And then I'll break up the bacon as well with the onions and its cheese, you know, together and those beans. So now we're gonna let those boil for a little bit. Give these guys another little turnaround. Oh yeah. See that? And they're coming out just swell. So now let me see. I'm gonna get a little pot, another pot, because I gotta place our steaks in there with our salsa. Here's the lid. Alright, so now we've got our pot prepared for those steaks. And our rice is beginning to boil. I don't know if you can see that. And we get our beans to boil. Turn this up a little bit. Make it boil faster. There we go. Shall I move that to the little burner? Yeah, you can see. This is taking that. To the center burner. Alright. So what I just did was I turned on my center burner and I moved the rice to the center of the stove on the center burner so that way everything's cooking evenly. Alright, so we won't need this anymore. These can be washed. We've got our salsa here. Let's see how that salsa came out. A little spicy but delicious. Oh yeah, it's a little spicy. But once it's over the meat and stuff, it should be fine. So tell me in the comments, how was your day today? You know, what'd you prepare for dinner? And anything interesting that you might leave the recipe in the comments that I can possibly prepare for you guys, you know, on video. My day was pretty busy. I had to, you know, my normal thing, you know, I get my husband ready for work. Then I had to head down the hill today because I had to take care of deliver some important documents that I prepared for one of my clients. And then also I had to get some documents signed, and I was stuck in traffic for a whole 2 hours just going down the hill, and so I had to rush my way back home, you know, so that I could get here and get all this food ready for you guys. Yesterday I wasn't able to make a video. I was so exhausted from, you know, my day, so I didn't go live or or stream on YouTube. So here I am today. You know, my day is always busy. I have 3 dogs that I take care of, and they're my fur babies. And then I have 2 parakeets. Also, you can probably hear them in the background. I have 7 fish aquariums. And the one that's right here next to me, I have 2 angelfish. The one back there behind me, I have he's a beta fish. And I have one next to me over on this side. You can't see him though, because the refrigerator blocks him. That's another beta. In my living room, I have a 37-gallon aquarium that has guppies in it. Then I have a 20-gallon that has glowfish, and then I have a huge gourami in another aquarium. So yeah, and then I have another beta fish above my office, in my desk in my office. So yeah, and then I have a guinea pig. He keeps me on my toes too because he loves his veggies. He loves spinach. He loves Roman lettuce. He loves celery. He loves apples. You know, and so I'm busy. And then I buy food for the birds. You know, for the outdoor birds, because I love to feed the outdoor birds. You know, that's God's nature. We got to take care of it. You know, and so. You know, he says in his word that even the birds are fed, so even, you know, he takes care of them. Looks like these are, after this one turn around, I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. And then we'll get them going with the salsa. Because they're they're boneless pork chops, I have to make sure that they're well cooked, because you know, you have to make sure that pork especially is prepared well done. And for that, the way you know that, I'm going to show you right now. I've got my thermometer right here. See? It shows you if the meat is at the appropriate heating. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to test that and see that it's at 165 degrees. And there it is. 165. Try this one. Yep. Okay, so they're all at 165 degrees. I don't know if you can see that on the little turn dial, but they're all at 165. So what I'm going to do now is, since they are at 165, I'm going to take them out of the oil and place them on a plate.